that song for us when this is all over.
I know.
I'm going to have to call you, and you're going to have it as your ringtone, just so that I can hear and be reminded of our wonderful time in the kitchen. You know. Hello, David Higgs. How are you?
Marcel Gordon. Welcome, everybody.
It is the grand finale of the second season of Cooking for a Cause with this guy over here, David Higgs. And if you're a bit confused about where we are, no, David didn't have an overnight renovation of his glorious kitchen. We are at the Millet kitchen in Bryanston in Johannesburg, the very snazzy kitchen of our good friends at Millet, and I'm feeling quite fancy as well.
Hey?
Ek draai 'n rokkie, daar's blommetjies op, you're doing pans.
I've got my Diwali scarf on.
Oh,
from
fantastic. And again from the Shahs, but also to all our viewers who celebrated this weekend, continue to celebrate.
Yep.
Here's to you having a wonderful, light-filled Diwali festival. Thank you so much for joining us, and also for all the inspiration as well. I have a question about your pans, though.
Yes.
Are those blomme or are they blare?
I think it's a blom in a blare.
And what kind of blare are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Or should I not ask?
No, we're not going to ask. I have to say that we were asked just now about the show and Cooking for a Cause and what it means and how it came about. And I want you to explain, or not explain, I want you to say what you said. Because, you know, being part of lockdown and everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've always said this, and I think a lot of South Africans agree, that the kitchen is the heart and soul of our family life. I think it's how you grew up, it's how I grew up, and what Cooking for a Cause has taught us is that's how so many of us have grown up. And we live in a time where so much focus goes on what differentiates us.
Yeah.
But the heart and soul of our food, our kitchens, our lives, our homes, our families is the kitchen, and Cooking for a Cause has put the focus on that.
Yeah.
Whether you're cooking for yourself, you're cooking for your loved ones, and as the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund has taught us, using your kitchens to feed those who can't feed themselves, the kitchen is where we've shown love for each other, and Cooking for a Cause has really put the spotlight on that, taking us into ordinary kitchens every single day.
Exactly.
And now we're at the fancy kitchen, at the Millet kitchen.
No, I think that's exactly it. You know, it's given people that followed me during lockdown, it's given them a little bit of a platform to showcase what they can do. And in their little communities, their little families. So we've all become this big sort of food community, which has been fantastic.
And so many people are watching things live on YouTube for the first time,
I know,
including
right?
my mother. Right now.
Yeah.
Food is done for the night. She needs to sit down and watch Cooking for a Cause, and I think so many people are doing that. But enough about us and what's brought us to the Millet kitchen. Let's find out more from our friends at Millet.
I have a deep drive inside me to go where nobody has gone before.
The new Miele Generation 7000 range is designed to be more intuitive than ever before, packed with groundbreaking innovations for consistently perfect results. When technology is this intuitive, true creativity can really start to flow. Redefine perfection with Miele.
Well, there you have it, those fancy, snazzy fridges that we always look at every week. One day when we're big, David.
There's a whole showroom full of them.
Right, exactly, including microwaves, which mine has just given in at home, vacuum cleaners, and the like. Thanks so much to our friends at Millet Kitchen for hosting us. Gorgeous setting here in Bryanston, along with all our partners that are here and represented. But our four of our VIPs that are here, we have to mention, David, before we get to our other VIPs who are busy cooking. The finalists from the first season of Cooking for a Cause are here as well. And look at them finally having to put their glasses of champagne down.
Yeah.
Because they know what everybody's going through. Come through, everybody. Let's show everybody what it looks like to be a winner and a finalist of Cooking for a Cause. And of course, come through to the middle, ladies. There's Sarah, who was our winner of the first season.
Sarah, hi.
Right there. And we've got Elfrida and Tyler. And where's Raki? Raki's got her hands full.
Yes, she is, yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Sneaky, trying to cook again.
Ladies, you look fabulous and far more relaxed than you were the last time.
Yeah, much better.
Much better. And so we're so honored to have you here. Thank you for making the time, Rocky. I know you had to be here, but more about that a little bit later. Sarah, just from you as the winner of the first season, any words of advice or encouragement to our finalists tonight?
Sure. Two things, absolutely.
Are we listening, guys? Are we listening?
Just have fun.
Yeah.
If you're not enjoying it, like you're going to feel it, you're going to sense it. Have loads of fun, and if it doesn't taste good, don't put it on the plate.
Exactly. That's great advice. Have fun. Kuliwa, I can see she's sipping on the wine. She's already having fun.
Very
exactly. All right. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us and enjoy the rest of the evening. And thank you for all your support. They're always on social media saying that they're watching and tagging everybody. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy it.
Enough of that. They had a wonderful experience. They've come back for more.
I like it.
Right? Exactly.
I like it.
David, I'm going to put you to work now. Or actually, before I put you to work, let's find out just a little bit more about how people can get involved with the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund. That's the cause for the second season.
Exactly.
You'll see the information come up on your screen right now. It really cannot be more simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
am I up?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. So on the screen, guys, there's a Quicket link. So you can just go to the Quicket link, and for 50 Rand, you get 5 recipes for every week. So my recipe and the 4 contestants. And that goes directly to the Eat Out Relief Fund. And that fund is, you know, I can't explain to you the devastation within our restaurant industry. And so the fund is there to support chefs, restaurants, there to support kitchens that are feeding the hungry, the frail, the needy, there to school feeding projects. So it's really, really a great cause. It's only 50 Rand, and just go to the Quicket link and yeah.
So you can go to the Quicket link, you can use the QR code. It really can't be more simple, and you get some wonderful recipes in return. And really just putting a phone, we'll find out more from the spokesperson of the Relief Fund later on, just about the ecosystem. When you go into a restaurant, it's not just the people that you see that have been affected by it. It's the ecosystem behind it and the communities that they support and the families that they support as well.
Exactly.
And that's why we've been doing what we've been doing for the last weeks. Right, now I'm going to put you to work.
Okay.
And David is going to do a quick little introduction with all our contestants tonight before we come back and look at how they got to where they are. So David's going to go
I'll be back.
He will. Believe me, he will. David is going to go over and badger Catherine, or as we better know it, Sublime.
Sublime.
Yes.
So it's Kath and Kath.
Yes. Cat squared.
Cat squared. Yeah, there we go. As Cat, guys, just grab a glass there.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. Excellent. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, tell me what you're making.
So we are making something called hake puttanesca, which is a sort of take on a puttanesca with a little bit of a macaroni base. And just some interesting Tuscan flavors, I think.
Beautiful. It sounds perfect.
That's the plan at the moment.
Sounds absolutely perfect.
Not guaranteed to end there, but that's what that was the goal and the mission.
Very nice.
Yes.
So, guys, just as a little good luck. Carry on.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Let me just get back here again. Can I talk to this camera here? So, just to get back. The list of ingredients, obviously thanks to Food Lovers Eatery. Let me just talk to you about that first before I go back to this. Otherwise, you're going to be a little bit in the dark. One of the main ingredients is hake. The hake is something that obviously is available to us. It's affordable, and you can generally get it everywhere. And that's really been the format of what we're doing, is that we have this. We have the show, but everything is accessible. All your ingredients are accessible. And you must be able to make any of this stuff at home, and I think that's very, very important. Okay, so if you can flip over to this camera here, every contestant obviously gets their plates from Le Creuset, all right, and their little pamphlet.
I wish you could have brought him with us today.
I know, but he would have wrecked this place with my boy on the front cover. So just to run through the ingredients quickly that the contestants got. They got a bit of flour and a bit of yeast. Now, yeast is not something that I gave an option for previously. But now that we've got a little bit more time, I've given them some flour, some yeast, pumpkins, tomatoes, those are the general, some other bits and pieces, mushrooms, aubergines, chickpeas, eggs. Okay, we've got a couple of eggs in there, the hake, and obviously pasta, the fatti zimonis, the bellissima range of pasta. So those are the ingredients, just so that you know, just as I'm talking to the contestants, that you know what
a little bit different, because those who watched the first finale would know that you hit them with some meat the last time.
Exactly.
Those are the biggie fish.
Yeah. Now we got some fish, so we're gonna head over to Kuliwe and just see what's going on.
There we go.
Right, Kuliwe. seasoning the fish.
Yeah.
What have we got over here? This looks interesting.
This is a za'atar flatbread that I'm making.
Wow, where did you get the za'atar from? Was it in
I
the
brought
spice
it. I brought it. Secret
Nice.
ingredient.
Good job. Okay, so za'atar flatbread.
Yeah.
And then
This is like an Indian-inspired fish that's going to be pan-fried.
yeah.
So I mixed my own garam masala from the spices we have in this kitchen.
Yo.
Like that.
Hey?
Go, girl.
Okay, and then I'm gonna make a very plain, creamy like pasta that doesn't have anything, and then the pan-grilled fish will be on top.
Nice.
And then the za'atar flatbread, I'm gonna take it on the crispy side, so it's like a nice crispy, thing on the side.
Yeah. Nice crisp element to add to it.
Exactly. And yeah, that's basically. Oh, I have some.
Are you cooking any vegetables?
Yes. Butternut is.
Oh,
in
yes,
the-
of course,
in
you
the
said you
oven.
did that there.
So that's gonna be like little candy nibbles on top of our pasta.
I like that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna pour you some wine,
this
guys,
Bosch
come.
and Dahl Chardonnay so much.
Yeah,
I'm so glad
you
you're
see
pouring
now?
it.
Kaluri, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds absolutely amazing. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I can already taste it. I can smell it. My mouth is watering. So
I
yeah,
love that. Love to hear it.
it's Kilewe, and she's supported by Neo. So yeah, good luck.
Thanks,
Enjoy.
David. Thank you.
The Shars. The Shars.
How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so good. Tell us about what is going on.
All right, so we're going to do the hake,
Yeah.
which is going to be in a, just made a green paste. So I'm going to try and.
What is in the green paste?
There's coriander, green chili, lemongrass, garlic, the onion, some coriander powder, some nutmeg.
Beautiful.
So it's sort of Asian spices.
Yeah.
And then got some green beans that I'm deep frying in some
Okay, what's
Bacardi batter.
Bacardi batter.
Yes.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yes. Taking
So
it to the next. Can I
we-
try one?
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had a chat with George earlier and he suggested, why not go for it?
Nice. A Bacardi batter.
Yeah, I don't know how it comes through yet, but let's see. And then we've got some.
What are you doing with the fish? Are you going to pan fry the fish? Are you going to deep fry it? What are you
I'm
going to
going
do?
to actually fry up the paste and I'm going to try and poach it in the sauce.
Oh, lovely. Nice.
So almost like a green curry
Yeah.
I have here.
Absolutely.
And then we're doing aubergines that we've burnt in the oven, and I'm going to fry those up with some onions and garlic and some tomatoes and all to make like a puree to underneath.
Beautiful.
For the sauce. So those are the main elements, and then
There's a lot
I've got
going
a
on
few
here.
things I'm roasting. We'll see. A little garnish. Let's
We'll
see how it
see.
turns
I
out.
like it.
Plan B
Excellent.
and C.
Bacardi batter. Folks, we have a Bacardi batter here. Okay. It's not bad. I've already tried a little smidge in there.
Yeah.
Good job.
Cheers.
Right, I don't know why no one is, why
Because I
are we
haven't.
pouring
Sorry,
wine?
I had an old fashioned, so let's have that next.
For goodness sake. Massive thanks to Bosch and Dahl, obviously.
Yeah. Cheers.
This is for your wife. Okay,
Yeah, come say hi.
there we go. Cheers. Welcome.
Cheers.
Enjoy. Good luck.
Thanks, Dave. Cheers.
Right.
David.
Dibs.
What's keeping me so nice?
What's
and warm?
happening?
Right, we've got pasta and pasta bake.
This is Claire, by the way. Sorry.
Claire?
Where's? Yeah, I don't know where I'm looking up.
Yeah. We've got our pasta water ready.
Beautiful.
Okay. And a sauce for our pasta that's going on.
Okay.
And then what Claire's got there is she's giving me a little hand with the aubergine.
Nice.
And we with chickpeas and a little roll them.
Oh, right, lovely. With the tomatoes, yeah? Not with the tomatoes.
That's a starter.
Okay.
And then,
Right.
and then we've taken the mushrooms and fish, and we're going to do a mini surf and turf with butternut, little chips.
Loving it.
Okay.
Loving it. Everything under control.
And we've put a little bit of our beautiful Bosch and Dahl into that sauce as well.
Yeah, you know how to cook with wine. That's
Yes.
That's no
I
secret.
cook with wine.
You might have a glass or two as well.
Yeah.
Listen, where's your son tonight? Come on.
Oh, Fabio.
Fabio, come on
Yeah,
now.
I know. We should send for him, I think.
Yeah, I think
Fabio,
so. I think where's
get the Uber.
where's Uber? Exactly.
Can you DHL in here?
We could possibly DHL him here. Exactly.
DHL,
We
call
could
him.
possibly DHL him. So guys, I just want to say that I'm standing here. DHL is also obviously a sponsor for the Stormers. So I feel like a captain here. I just want to thank the boys. Everybody was quite focused. Everybody was very focused. Yeah, everybody was very focused on the field tonight.
Back to winning ways.
Anyway, enough of that. Okay, listen. The dishes sound amazing. Everything is smelling. My mouth is watering. I don't know if it's from the Chardonnay or from the food. Okay, I'm talking there. Sorry, everybody's like hands up. Got it. So everybody's food smelling amazing. The Chardonnay is flowing. Kuliwe, what are you doing?
She's trying to stay out of your shot, David. It's live television.
It's like leopard crawling through the kitchen here.
The things that you have to do to cook in this
Yeah,
place.
I know, it's ridiculous. Anyway, Marcel, are we going back to you? What are we doing?
Yes, we are. Now,
Thank goodness.
we have seen, David introduced us to the ingredients for the finale. He's snuck in a sneaky little piece of hake there. Very interesting to see the different ways people will be treating it. And of course, those ingredients brought to us by our wonderful friends at Food Lovers Eatery. Let's find out more about them. There we have it, Food Lovers Eatery. Some really great elements that they've introduced into that space, especially during lockdown, at a time when lockdown was relaxed a little bit and people were tired of their own cooking, as it were. Food Lovers Eatery was right there to fill the gap and say, well, you know what? We've got some yummy things that are ready made and ready for you to pick up and enjoy at home. So those are our friends at Food Lovers Eatery who've been with us since the start of Cooking for a Cause. And in season 2 hasn't been any different. Now, David had a quick little chat with all of our finalists in the finale tonight. But for those who've just joined us, perhaps you want an idea of how we just got here. We've got some highlights here of last week's show, yes, episode 4, that allowed us to fill the last spot available for the finale. Take a look. Ah, look at us, taking the time to smell the flowers.
Hey?
Hello, Almal. It is the 4th episode of Cooking for a Cause with David Hicks. One more person has a chance to go through, and we're going to meet them in a moment. But let's first find out what they received in their ingredients boxes.
Boerewors is the main ingredient. We've got a little bit of bacon, some beetroot involved there, samp, another little curveball.
Our first contestant for tonight is Bridget. Happy birthday!
No ways! I forgot! Oh, Bridgie!
David.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make sliders, 3 different types. They're gonna be bunless because we're all banting now, but I'm gonna use the pasta because we're not really banting.
Let's go to Dunkeld, where Janet Cole is.
But we're doing a little bit of a deconstructed boerewors. I'm turning it into a ragu for the pasta. And I'm trying my hand at some samp cabbage rolls tonight, which is what the sauce is for.
Next up, we're going to cross all the way to Fourways. Let's find out more about Michael Kircher.
Your brother Daryl was at my cooking school many, many years ago. Yeah, you see.
Yeah, here come the files. Here come the files.
You were not going to get away with this.
The Viking blood curse.
The Viking blood curse. I love it.
Chakalaka, boerewors, and samp. The boerewors I'm doing on the brass.
Nice.
Yes, there we go. Hey, my boy.
Debbie Spazzoli. That's how you need to say her name. Let's find out more about her. Tell us who's your sous chef.
It's Fabio, the Italian stallion. I'm doing linguine 3 ways.
Dave, what are you going to do with this? I'm going to make bacon, onion, a little bit of rosemary, brown sugar, honey, chilies. Oh, I must smell that already. White wine is in. Oh, coming home to roost, the holidays are. Hey, Dave, on fire. Guava and butternut jam, or chutney, or relish, or smurky, together with our samp and everything else.
Colours.
Hey, look how beautiful that is. Hey.
It smells so good. How are the sliders looking, Bridget?
Italian sliders.
And is that coming with instructions of how David is supposed to eat those?
All in one bite. So Rachel said I should pull it, slide into my DMs.
Janet Kohler, we had a party going on in her kitchen. Oh, that looks like a nice, rich dish.
There is our boerewors ragu, which we're calling boeragu.
Let's go to Fourways now, a kitchen that I think everybody would love to eat in.
Yes.
Fancy,
Yeah. We're going to call it Boot in a musical theatre called Show Me Your Wors.
Hey! Let's just put that on the record. Send a picture of the wors that David sent you and that you've cooked two ways. In Bryanston, Debbie Spazzole.
And the name of our dish
Beautiful.
is lasagna tre modi. It's all there.
We've got things 2 ways, we've got things 3 ways. Jy gaan besig wees. Who said that Wednesday is the time to have a drink or two? We've turned it into Mondays.
There is no denying that Dave's favorite alcohol is tequila. We have the tequila farmer with us tonight, Jorge.
One of your favorites, classic margarita.
Tequila handcuffs, I like that. We are making a paloma. In here, we've got 100 ml of grapefruit juice. We have got a splash of honey syrup, the juice of half a lime that goes in there, just straight in. It's the same color as the Just Joey's. Look at that. Hey?
Freshly muddled pineapple, grapefruit juice, vanilla syrup, bitters, and tequila. Pretty simple drink.
Beautiful.
Okay, here. Buena vida.
Buena vida. Fuck, don't remind me.
Right, we're back. That was the excitement of show number 4. And things have happened so quickly. I've had to watch that just to remind me of what happened. So you had a tough time deciding last week, didn't you?
Yeah, last week was incredibly difficult because, and again, I think this is the great thing with the show is that everybody's pantry is different. Like, you know, whatever your cultural background is, that's sort of what you have. That's what you have at home. You know? So,
or what the influences are that in your adult life you've added to your cultural and heritage that you grew up with as well. So I mean, I often now have introduced twists to recipes that my mother has cooked for X number of years. Then I'll say, oh, I did this dish of yours, but I added this. She's like, oh, that's so exotic. And I'm like, no, I just added spice or chili or that kind of thing. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Exactly.
So now, you had a tough job to judge that. Let's take a look at who the winner was.
Michael, are you there, my friend?
Yeah.
Yay! Presentation, unbelievable. The beetroot is quite clean in flavour, so it almost acts as a bit of a palate cleanser, other than obviously a good glass of wine. That was Michael Krieger. So much work has been put into this work, and I really appreciate it, guys. A fantastic job. Debbie Spazzoli. Haha, Spazzoli. Ciao.
Si. Ciao, come stai?
Let me just tell you this boerewors with the red wine and the chili, unbelievable. Really, it's a flavor that you think that you will know, and then when you taste it, it's completely different. You've nailed it. Janet, are you there? I love this salad. The salad is incredibly well. This beautiful pasta sauce, you know, unbelievable. The thought behind the cabbage roll, really different. I love the thought process. Well done. And last, but certainly not least, let's go over to the birthday girl, who has got the Italian sliders. Bridgie, you know what I'm loving here is that the flavors are so definitive. You know, you can really taste the different flavors. So yeah, Bridgie, again, very well done.
Yeah.
Fire, I tell you. Folks, that is about it.
Well, it's the worst kept secret, wasn't it? Debbie was the winner of the last slot that was available for the finale. She hasn't had much time to process that she's in the finale, but she's here and she's cooking up a storm and having a little classy vein while she's at it as well, with our good friends from Bosch and Bell.
And it has to be said, I think the dish that Debbie cooked was one of those dishes, and that's what it really is, that home cooking thing. When you keep going back for more, you know, that's what you're hoping for a plate of food. You know?
And
a home cooked meal.
Home cooked meal with a twist and a bit of flair is what we've seen throughout this competition. So we've now brought everybody up to speed. The highlights have been brought to you by our friends from Fatties and Monies. The winner brought to you by a Bosch and Dahl, and Bosch and Dahl has really been a really good friend this season, haven't they? Such a good friend. And of course, the beautiful wine of choice tonight is an Elgin Chardonnay, 2018 vintage. And I mean, if you know the Cape like we do, Elgin, you can can just understand
Yeah.
why. The white wines that come from there is
Yeah.
just beautiful. On those slopes, a beautiful terroir, a little bit of the touch
Higher
of the
ground.
Atlantic
Yeah.
as well. I mean, summer's here.
Crisp and clean.
Right, beautiful, fresh fish on the menu. What's better than a crisp Chardonnay, right?
Exactly.
Anyway, enough about that. How are you thinking about what you've seen the contestants get up to so far?
Again, every plate and every dish is so different already, you know. And the way the chickpeas have been used, you know, the yeast and the breads, you know. Bread is such a comfort food and one of those things that everybody really wants to be able to share.
Absolutely.
The breaking of the bread. Anyway, so
And,
yeah.
and I love a piece of bread, especially when you're having like a nice piece of fish and there's a saucy somewhere
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
dish and you can just mop it up with that. And I always
Exactly.
sit in the restaurant and they say, oh, you're done. Like, no, don't move the plate. Because nog
Bring
besig
more
met die
bread.
brood. Exactly. Key component of it. So you've got your thoughts about the direction that they're taking, but we're going to spend a little bit more time finding out more about our finalists. And I
Exactly.
think before you go and badger them, let's find out more about how sublime Catherine introduced herself to us.
1, 2, 3.
Hi there, my name is Kath. I'm 42 years young. I come from Eden Glen on the East Rand. I absolutely love cooking because for me it's a chance to express my creativity, to unleash myself a little bit, to try new things, be a little bit brave. And when you create an amazing dish and you can share it with the people that you love and create beautiful memories around the kitchen table, there's no greater pleasure in life. For me, to be cooking with David is the chance to be cooking with somebody who has such a passion for the craft, a huge respect for ingredients and the simplicity of flavor. And I'm so excited to have the opportunity to experience that in real life, so to speak. To reach the final, I think, has been a culmination of what lockdown meant for me. Over lockdown, I rediscovered my passion for cooking. I started exploring new ingredients, new cuisines, and I really found that fire in me again. So to reach the final is really a bit of a culmination and quite a poignant point for me. And how will I make David like my dish? I think that Juliette Binoche in Chocolat most perfectly put it together, that when you cook with all your emotions and you cook with all your spirit and your being. And I'm hoping that everything that I put into the dish is going to come through in terms of the taste and the flavor of the dish.
Social distancing. I mean, startup here. Startup.
So there's such a great story about with Sublime. So Kath on the other side, the other Kath, was very, very much part of my lockdown story. 30 seconds, cocktail hour, and so forth. And one night, halfway through 30 seconds, obviously alcohol was flowing. I found out that it was Kath's birthday. So we went live. I just did this like impromptu set. I said, Kath, we're going live with you. She says, hold on. And about 5 minutes later, I think she got herself together and she got herself all mooi for the camera.
She was playing naked 30 seconds. You just didn't know. You just didn't know until that moment.
Exactly. Anyway, that's how we all got to know each other. So Kath, just tell me, let me just sneak in here.
Yes.
Cooking and the love for cooking. I mean, obviously, you know, you won't get this far if you don't know what you're doing. So what is it about food that and where did it start?
So it started when we were younger. My dad used to come home and cook just to relax after work. And so we were always in the kitchen as a family. And he kind of instilled the love for cooking to me. And then I've just, there's nothing better than making food for people and for your friends. And, I love to entertain at home. So that's my cooking journey.
Yeah.
But there's nothing better, honestly,
absolutely.
than eating great food and excellent ingredients.
And I think the more you, it's like when you drink something, the more you cook and the more you sort of
Yes.
the more you like to challenge yourself. You know?
Yes.
Okay, so what can I do better? You know? I don't know how that works with drinking. I don't know how I made that connotation.
No.
Do you drink
Totally
better?
works.
You
Yeah.
drink more, maybe.
Yeah.
It goes down easier.
It goes down easier. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so Kath just told me just one last thing before we move on. So
I'm nervous.
I'm loving this crawling through the set. So Kath just told me another interesting story about that night of her birthday.
Oh my goodness.
She was eating something as well.
Yes.
She had a little snack of something.
I had
before.
a special biscuit.
She had a special biscuit, which I didn't realize. That's probably
That's my
why she
Dutch
took
courage.
so long to get back onto the screen. Anyway,
Oh, man.
guys,
Awesome.
it looks like
Yes,
you're having a lot of fun.
we are indeed.
Bread's come out of the oven.
Yep.
Enjoy. We'll
Awesome.
chat just now, and it's
Fabulous.
lovely having you with us.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Right? There
Where are
we
we
have
going
it.
next? Who's next?
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, I probably should have asked
my
you to
God.
run those stories by me first to check if it was PG rated or not. I know soek ek die biscuit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Shake your biscuit, as they say in the classics. Right, that is Catherine. We found out so much more about Catherine than we were ready for. Let's find out more about our second finalist tonight. Kulewe Rafu, and I remember that was a night where plating was, everybody really pulled everything out of the bag to plate their food beautifully. And what was great is with our partners at DHL, they delivered those plates beautifully. Nothing was out of place. And the plates arrived in David's kitchen for judging, and with nothing moving. And that is how good our delivery friends at DHL were. So let's find out more about Kulewe.
Hello there, my name is Kulewe Gafu. I am 30 years old. I stay in Waterfontein, Johannesburg. However, I am originally from Matatiele in the Eastern Cape. The rest of my family is still there. I am a home cook who shares her recipes on Instagram and on my page on YouTube. I love cooking so much because it is a form of escape really for me. So even on days when I'm a bit down or anything like that, I start cooking and it really is just a beautiful thing. It feels so incredible to be part of this show and to cook for David Higgs. I mean, he is, he's huge, I mean, in food. And just to hear his thoughts about the things that you're creating is just such an honor. Yeah, so it's been really exciting and just surreal. I am beyond excited and proud of myself for having reached the final. I'm so excited to cook with these incredible people. So, the way that I will ensure that David Higgs picks my dish as the winning dish is I am just gonna layer flavor on every level of that dish, every single thing on there.
Help her up! Oh my God!
Kulewe. No, that was a very good Jack in the Box there. What's going on?
She's watching her mushrooms, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Kulewe, so there's a very, very cool story here. Where's your mom?
So my mom's in Matatiele in the Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
She's a teacher, so she got like a lot of her friends in the same school and everyone to watch together. Because like, I mean, back home, not everyone has Wi-Fi and that sort of thing.
Sure.
So it being on YouTube, you need to kind of congregate. So that's what's happening.
How cool is that? And I think, but isn't that the beauty of what we're doing? You know, so you can watch something live on YouTube, get people involved. You know, it's very special to me. And what's your mom's name?
Nompendulo.
Nompendulo.
Mpesh. Actually, she calls herself Mpesh and her friends call her Mpesh. Mpesh.
Mpesh. Mpesh. I will. Look who I've got here. Hey? The star of the show. Kulewe, so Mpesh, was that the influence of food?
Weirdly enough, I don't think so. I mean, my mom cooks really well, like when she puts her mind to it, but like a lot of times she would just like put things together for us. Where it really started for me was when I was a waitress for a couple of years in Durban at Havana Grill, where I was exposed to like...
Grill?
Yeah.
Really?
I was exposed to like fine food back then, because like that was back in like 2009, 10. And I was just like, whoa, this is a whole other world, you know what I mean? So as a waitress, I would always go back to the kitchen and just watch what they're doing. And for me, that's where it all started. And then I just started going out to restaurants when I could and then try to remake the things I've had. And so that's where everything grew. That's why I always bring like the rest of the world to my dishes, but at like a budget. Because, well,
budget.
Very important.
So you, Eastern Cape, is that Xhosa?
Xhosa, yeah.
Xhosa, yeah, sorry.
Got it?
Hey, not bad, eh?
Not bad at all. You got it the second. Absolutely.
The second time, yeah, exactly. No, because it's always interesting with, I always speak to Zulu friends and then they would say, even if they're making a stew and there's no curry powder in the stew, they still call it a curry. You know what I mean? It's no, it's a curry. It's a stew.
I must say, that is actually a very intrinsically Zulu thing because they're from Durban and it's just like everything that's like saucy and meat is a curry.
Curry, yeah, exactly.
Curry, you know? But like in Eastern Cape, not really. We very much stew vegetables. Always try to put vegetables.
Lots of veg.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
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 Well,
Anyway.
my menu doesn't reflect that today.
No, I did ask just now. I did ask just now where are all the veggies. Anyway, Kuliwe, Neo, nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
And we'll catch up just now again. Guys, we've only got about 23 minutes left, 24 minutes. So don't fall behind.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Who's next? Who is next?
Right. So that is the story behind Kuliwe. And I just had to like, hi Kuliwe's mother and friends in the Eastern Cape. Thank you for watching tonight. And hopefully all of your positivity will help her. Her stuff is smelling amazing. Right, on to our third contestant. We know a little bit about the Shahs, but we'll find out why later. Let's find out more about Kaval.
Hi, my name's Kaval, and I grew up eating cake every single day of my life until I was 18 because my mom was a baker. Food has been a big part of my life, growing up in a large Indian family. Enough said, feeding is love. I've also lived in a few countries around the world and traveled and explored multiple food cultures. We moved to South Africa 7 years ago and love the place, love the people, and are really proud to call it home. The other aspect of cooking I've grown to enjoy and love is at least I can focus on the environmental aspect. So we can source ethical, organic, sustainably produced food, which is low waste, low packaging, and create creative, delicious meals at home to enjoy almost guilt-free. Cooking for a cause has been a great pandemic adventure for us. Rocky was in season 1 and made it to the final, and here I am cooking in the finale of season 2. How cool is that? And I get to cook for David Higgs. David's been an entertaining, colourful personality throughout the pandemic for us, and such an inspiration with all the work he does for charity, and no less cooking for a cause season 2 for the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund. Really great to be a small part of that initiative. So on the day, I hope to bring all my background together on a delicious plate of food for David and Marcel, and really looking forward to it. Cheers.
Right. Thank you. Right. Cheers, Jeff. Cheers. So you may have noticed I have a scarf. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. To all my family watching, Sal Mubarak.
Yes.
What is it?
Sal Mubarak. Happy New Year.
Sal Mubarak. Yeah. There we go. Cheers to all the friends of the Shahs
and all the Shahs.
So we don't want to go through all of this again, but it's such a great story. The background. I mean, you've traveled the world. You've lived in Kenya.
Yeah, we're born in Kenya. Yeah.
Obviously from Indian descent, but tell the story of food.
Kenya. Actually, my story is I grew up eating cake every day of my life. My mom's a baker. She made cakes from home.
Yeah.
So she made her birthday cakes before we'd even met. Her third birthday, fifth, the fourth. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Just 1 year old.
Where? My mom made
in Kenya.
In Kenya. Yeah.
Oh, really?
We hadn't met. We didn't know each other. And then we moved to the UK for university, and I realized I better take some of my Gujarati heritage with me, and I learned some of my favorite dishes. And then we moved to the US.
Yeah.
And had experienced amazing food culture all over the US. And then, in my job, because I get to travel all over the world. So I spent 2 weeks in Japan. I spent time in the Far East. I spent time in South America. So absolutely love food. And South Africa has been brilliant.
Yeah,
for food.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really brilliant.
I mean, we have incredible product. We've got all these cultures that take from everywhere as well.
Yeah.
So, and especially what we forget is that those many years ago, vegetables were such a staple. Not so much meat and not so much fish, but vegetables were such a staple.
Yeah, and we focus now to hero vegetables where we can.
Exactly, you said. Yeah.
So
perfect.
It's exciting to be part of this. So
we're expecting your daughter to be on the show next. Because we've had your wife, we've had the father, now it's the daughter.
Yeah.
We're going from one step.
Cooking for the cause juniors.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There you go.
I think it'll be amazing. Yeah.
Right. Listen, all the best. We have about we got 20 minutes left, guys. We've got 20 minutes left. And we need to be plated and ready to go.
David, just a bit of Skinner. Like he did say to me, she doesn't like being a sous chef.
She doesn't like, Rocky does not like being the sous chef.
I.e. doesn't like to be told what to do.
Yeah, basically.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right? So take advantage, Cav, as long as you can. Take advantage.
Right, who's next?
Okay, right. So we've found out more about 3 of our 4 contestants. Everything's happening here in the kitchen in live. Let's find out more about Debbie.
First 2,
3. Hi, I'm Debs, and I love to cook. I have been cooking since I was a teenager. My mum hated cooking, and I loved cooking, so I took over in the kitchen probably from about the age of 12. I don't like to follow recipes. I'd rather just wing it. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm absolutely thrilled this evening to be cooking for David. This has, during the lockdown, I watched David every day and really enjoyed learning new techniques. I think that David has a passion, and it's been so amazing to watch him during the lockdown. I'm overwhelmed that I actually made it to the finals. I really didn't think that I would be the one. I'm really looking forward tonight to making something really special, and hopefully with that we will raise a lot of money for the Cooking for a Cause. This is all about cooking for a cause and for one of David's passions.
Oh, the Italians, we need to sing. Volare. Whoa. No, that's not Italian.
Wasn't that the Gypsy Kings?
Volare.
Didn't the Gypsy Kings do that?
Yes.
Shit. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, right. So tell me quickly. So obviously Italian descent. Your Instagram handle is Zimbo.
Yes.
Obviously from Zim.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. We came to South Africa about 16 years ago.
Okay.
And the happiest place in
Very good. And food, obviously Italian. You don't have to ask where the food comes from.
Yeah.
Obviously handed over from generation to generation. But what anybody specific had a massive influence in your life?
Well, I've always loved to cook. My mum didn't like to cook, and I love to cook. So whenever I got the chance, I was in the kitchen. Whenever I feel stressed, I get in the kitchen. And it's just that one of those, you put your life and your heart into it, and that's important to me. I love cooking.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Well, it is. I mean, I tasted last week. You clearly know what you're doing in the kitchen. You understand flavors. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to your dish. Are you all set? Is Claire behaving?
Yes. Yeah, she's doing really well. I've got her right where I need her to be.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Good. Okay, so you've got 16 minutes left. Good luck. Make sure that you're all plated and ready. Over to Marcel.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you need to join me here because I need to pick your brain for a second.
On my way.
It's been quite interesting to see who people have picked to come and be their sous chefs.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when I arrived, you were saying, I was a little nervous, but then when they arrived, I felt better. So I said, you see, you chose well. Because there's always that one friend that maybe takes things up
and
a notch.
she's always been involved there as well.
Absolutely. They've been very busy. You can see the discussions and the strategies going on. But what do you think so far? Who's got some interesting things going on there?
Look, I think everybody's got an element that is interesting. Some of the fish is interesting, some of the sauces are interesting. There's some lovely bread products, like doughy products. So it's very hard to tell. And I don't want to give anything away.
And people also they're pulling out all the stops to try different things and to make things stand out. And you've said this right from the beginning of lockdown, when you first started putting stuff on Instagram, the difference between the pictures people would send you, what you've made, and then a couple of weeks later, the skills just started getting better and better.
Absolutely.
What? So that's how far we are. They've got about 15 minutes left. Our finalists here in the grand finale of the second season of Cooking for a Cause. And they're not just doing it for fun and games. We've got some great prizes that you'll be able to see on screen right now. They're also here behind us from our friends at Boschendal. You'll get a copy of Mile 8, which is David's beautiful book that really tells his life story through food.
You get my cell phone.
Your cell cell phone. They can't see that right now. It's on the screen there in front of the magic of television. Plus a vacuum cleaner, a fancy kettle from our friends at La Crusade, and the list goes on, and of course vouchers as well, because they'll be able to come and badge you and eat all your wonderful food at Marble. And
guys, can we just calm down? Okay, apparently we're trying to run a show here. Don't know what's going on.
And now you all
see the wine, Bacardi, the wine is kicking in.
And now you all have to answer, yes, chef. Yes, chef. Let's try that. Okay, they'll get it right eventually. They've got about 15 minutes left. So, just a reminder again, we're not just here just for the fun and games. Beautiful prizes on offer. Our finalists are pulling out all the stops to try and impress the judges, David and I. But we are also here for a very important cause, the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund. And to find out more about it, we've got a live crossing now to Taryn Kutzia, who is the head of Eat Out Restaurant Relief. And she joins us live via Skype from down in the Cape now as well. Taryn, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I just want to have a look-see to see if she has joined us.
There she is.
Ah, there she is. Taryn, we're so sad you can't join in the fun here, but I'm sure you're watching as well. Thank you so much, and thank you for being part of this cause. How have things been going with you guys at the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund? Bring us up to speed.
It's been amazing. Firstly, hi everyone. Thanks for having me on the show. I've been watching and it's been amazing watching you guys just with the energy in the kitchen. Yeah, the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund has been going exceptionally well. The response has been fantastic, and obviously,
guys, please.
It's been a challenge, and a very disastrous thing to happen to restaurants, and that we take very seriously. And we just wanted to offer a route of support and relief for these guys and their staff. And yeah, I think to date, we're happy to report that we've managed to successfully fund 55 restaurants all over South Africa, as well as top up 33 of them again. So yeah, and together these restaurants have produced over 1 million meals, which is phenomenal. They've opened their own hearts, so they've done this during their own challenges, and it's fantastic.
And I think for me, what's the beauty of this relief fund and how you sprung into action is that your industry was one that was hit with the, almost one could say, some of the most devastation right from the beginning of lockdown. And the beauty for me was seeing chefs not resting on their laurels and those in the industry and saying, right, we know this is happening, we know this is probably going to cause a lot of damage to our business, but we can't just have these empty kitchens standing there. We need to do something. That must have been very encouraging for you in your position as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were blown away by that. Like I said, when you're going through your own personal struggles and challenges and financial issues, and that you still find the time to look beyond that, and look to people that are in worse off situations than yourself, and you're still able to sort of see the light and help. And I think that's what everybody did, and it wasn't just restaurants coming forward, it was suppliers, it was the public, it was everyone who got involved and just made this project possible, including yourselves. So yeah, thank you.
And that's what I learned during this whole process. There's an entire ecosystem that's behind making a restaurant tick. It's not just the chef, it's not just the waiters, there are people that come through that door, the delivery door at the back, who are growing ingredients and pouring their hearts and souls into bringing you the best ingredients so you can put your best foot forward. And they have also been affected quite horribly by what we've all been through during 2020. Now, those people who are watching right now, obviously a reminder that they can still get involved, but we believe there's also a new direction and a new element that you guys are about to introduce at the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund. Tell us more about it.
Yes, so just so you know, you guys are the first to know, and we are very excited about this. Obviously, as restaurants start opening up again and recovering from lockdown, obviously there's still many that are still working through that. And we will continue to support there where we can. We have now looked to a new direction. There's a challenge that's been going on in South Africa for years, which is the rapid decline in the unemployment rate of the youth. And this is what we want to do now. So come tomorrow, we will be launching the Eat Out Food School, which will be a charitable trust, and it's going to be there to help provide a training platform, a fully funded bursary to 15 students in our first year, where they'll undergo an accredited qualification, you know, that will be equivalent to a matric for those that haven't managed to finish high school. And it's going to be all things relating to restaurants. And I think, you know, one of the most exciting parts for me is obviously they go through the castita side of things and the very formal education side, but we get to get the industry involved, you know, and I think, you know, I see Dave coming into the kitchen one day with these students and possibly teaching them one of these amazing recipes that you guys have been doing for the last few weeks, and that's where they're going to learn, you know, they're really going to grow through the guys that know this industry best, and that's the challenge for 2021 is we're going to get the industry involved again and share their knowledge and help us help the unemployed youth in the country and obviously increase employment for all of them. So yeah, we're very, very excited about this and we cannot wait, and applications will open tomorrow. So if there's anybody that's interested, they must hop onto our website, which is help.eatout.co.za. And yeah, go check it out.
It sounds absolutely phenomenal. I mean, in my other life, I obviously deal with news on a day-to-day basis. And one of the moments where your heart sinks is when those new statistics come out when it comes to unemployment and our economy, and especially this year. And you don't just look at the numbers. You think about the faces behind those numbers and the families that are affected. And this is an industry there now that's really putting not just their money, but their mouths, their bodies, their souls behind really trying to make sure that we don't stay in the situation that we find ourselves in. And it starts with something as simple as basic training, doesn't it?
No, exactly. And I think, you know, there's one thing about you know, giving money and donating and feeding people, but when people can feed themselves and feed others,
Absolutely.
you know, that whole process of tuition and structured tuition
and being given opportunity.
Yeah.
To be
100%.
given an opportunity to thrive and to really live up to your potential. I think that is what something like this will do. We're going to say goodbye to our good friend, Taryn Kutzia.
Taryn, thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the wonderful work that you're doing, and thank you for sharing that important news exclusively first year on Cooking for a Cause with David Higgs. We can only wish her and her team everything of the best, and we do hope that she keeps us updated, because we really all have a vested interest in this and the impact that it has on people's day-to-day lives. So we thank her for all of her work. And if you want to contribute in some way, shape or form, the information will be up on your screen throughout the show right now as well. It's very simple, and every small amount that you can manage really will make a difference in people's lives. That's the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund, and you can find out more on all their social media platforms as well. They're very, very active as well. So we're going to get back to our cooking.
Exactly.
Our finalists are at it. We've got 7 minutes left, and we've found out about all our different ingredients and that kind of thing. Hake, the piece of fish is taking center stage, but we've also got pasta involved. Pasta involved from our friends at Fatties and Monies, and they've been a great friend of the show right from the beginning. Let's find out more about our friends at Fatties and Monies.
Fatties and Monies, bellissimo. Fatties and Monies, ottimo cibo. Tagliatelle, farfalle, linguini.
When life inspires you to create, Bellissimo will give you the freedom to. Introducing the new premium quality pasta range from Fatties and Monies. Bravo to you.
Right, there we have it. Our friends at Fatties and Monies, but David doesn't have any friends right now. He's supposed to be finding out about how Catherine is doing, and she needs to name her dish. It's all happening. Why have you got a spatula in your hand, but it's in somebody else's pan?
It's called co-sharing. So
sharing.
Sharing is caring. So we've had a bit of a malfunction, but we're all good.
Okay, bring us up to speed. We're running out of time.
So, quickly, I need to talk to you over here.
Fantastic.
Away from that screen, because the screen gets in the way.
Awesome.
So, tell me, you got to name your dish.
Yes. This is hake puttanesque calf.
Hake puttanesque calf.
Yes, rustic hake puttanesque calf.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it. And you're ready. We've literally got 5 minutes left.
Well, we're sort of ready.
We're sort of ready. There's a slight technical issue in the kitchen at the moment. You can see I'm dead calm. Everybody else is running around like mad freaks. But the power went down. So everybody's trying to make a plan.
It's okay. We'll
But that's what cooking's about. Improvising. There we go.
Thank you, David.
Okay, good luck. So we're moving over quickly. Kuliwe looks very calm over here. What is the name of your dish?
Oh, the the name of my dish, I don't know why I didn't do this. Okay, so I'm doing a creamy.
5 minutes to go.
Oh,
no
okay.
pressure. 5 minutes to go.
Sorry, it's called creamy mushrooms.
Creamy mushroom.
Oh no, that's dumb. No.
But what about the
I
fish?
wonder what's in
Anyway.
there.
What about the fish?
Okay, it's called land meets sea.
Ah, you see now.
I like that.
Eh? Land meets sea. And we got Sublime cooking on the same station. It's chaos here. Absolute chaos. We're going over to the Shahs.
They look amazing.
Wait.
Amazing.
I've lost the Shahs. The Shahs have gone. There we go.
The Shahs are
Listen,
coming
guys,
with their
it's
plates.
chaos in the kitchen at the moment. As you can see, everybody's running around. I don't know what's going on. Right.
How are we?
I'm good. What is the name of your dish?
We're
Okay,
going to do... Oh, where are we?
Doesn't matter.
We're going to call it the Shahs Go Spicy.
The Shahs Go Spicy. How's that for a lovely little one? Where's the camera? Come, it's sneaking over there. There we go. The Shahs
No,
Shahs
you're
Go
on the
Spicy.
wide. You're on the
shout
wide
out
now. It's
to-
fine. You're on the wide.
In South Africa, I know you have a mother-in-law masala.
Yeah.
So my mother-in-law makes this very special dal masala.
Oh.
She shared the recipe with her daughter, but not with her son-in-law.
And that's how it
You
should
see
be.
how it goes. You see how it goes.
And also,
Anyway.
can I take that home with me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Right, we're going over to Debs.
Hi, Dave.
What's the name of your dish?
We have nasello rustico, which is the pasta. And
Say
then
that
we-
again.
Nasello rustico.
Nasello rustico.
Nasello rustico.
Beautiful. Rolls off the tongue.
And a surf and turf.
And a surf and turf. Okay, that was a slightly...
Yeah. Or you could turn it into an Italian thing.
Pescatarian surf and turf.
Oh, okay, a pescatarian surf and turf.
Pescatarian surf and turf.
I like it a lot. So, folks, that is basically it. The contestants have got 3 minutes to plate. They are putting the last little bits of pieces together, and then we're going to be tasting. Myself and Marcel are going to be tasting the dishes up front and giving you a little bit of feedback, putting them under a bit of pressure. All right. So
What I did need to point out very quickly is while you were with the Shahs, because this is the very innovative show that we run here. We've also got comments from people watching live on air, and we've got Shahs in South Africa. I love you, Kav Franala, but when you were speaking to them, there was a little "Hi, Mama, hi, Papa," and it was from their daughter who's watching at home
just I
with
thought
a
it was for
friend.
me.
No. Well, yes, a second exclusive on Cooking for a Course. No, I'm kidding. So we've got some great messages coming from there. We've got That's Phenomenal Initiative, Travel with Miss J. Travel with Miss J. Remember, she was
Yeah,
a
Miss
contestant
J.
in the
Yeah.
last season. Leanne Fortain, Go You Shah, so exciting. Good luck to all. So there's lovely banter happening live on Dave's Kitchen, Dave's YouTube channel. But Vasia Vane, we need to talk about Bosch and Dahl.
Yeah, we got it.
Who've been a great friend. I mean, at the last finale, right through the season as well, pairing beautifully with our different food. Our friends in Bosch and Dahl selected the Elgin Chardonnay, which they've released now, 2018 vintage, and which goes perfectly with the fish that is being cooked tonight. And yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you really can't go wrong on a summery night like tonight. What are we looking for now?
So, guys, we are getting ready to taste the food. I'm just getting myself positioned behind the counter here. Getting a couple of knives and forks ready, because we're about to taste basically a month's worth of work. Everybody has been knuckling down. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have literally 2 minutes left, and we are going to start tasting. So you can start plating if you are ready. You can bring your plates, and we can taste together,
No, but
myself and myself.
we need to count them down. They can't just come willy-nilly. I mean, there
No,
needs to be
we're
some
going to
structure.
count them down. We're going to count them down. Where are
There
we?
needs to be
I
some
can't see what's going on.
structure. But listen, the temperature has definitely gone up in the kitchen.
Yeah,
hasn't
yeah.
it?
No, it's
Right?
absolute
There's
chaos in the
lots of-
kitchen.
But this is... Here we go. Those of you who don't think this is live, let me tell you,
Yeah.
it's very live. It's very live. But this is my question to you, and I'm fascinated. As you know, I'm fascinated by different kinds of kitchens.
Yeah.
This is like madness right now.
Yeah.
My kitchen at home is madness right now. I suppose this is why when you run a professional kitchen, there needs to be structure. There needs to be a hierarchy.
Yeah, there's always,
and
you know,
everything needs to be in its place.
Otherwise, it can't get like this
Yes.
when your people arrive in the restaurant. I mean, it just can't, because otherwise, you know, there will be There will be challenges and there will be unhappiness. But this is the beauty of this, you know, is to put people under a little bit of pressure. You can see there's a bit of focus, everybody's sweating. One of the ovens went off, then the stove went off. So it can't just be easy. It can't just be easy.
Yeah.
There's got to be a bit of an element in there.
So that is the difference between different kitchens.
How long have we got left? Oh! It's all over!
And that's it, guys.
Guys, we wanted to give a countdown, but we were so busy talking.
Yeah.
Guys, we have literally no time left. So I need you to bring your plates to the front. You need to start plating.
Okay,
and,
so this is what's going to happen now. So their time has run out. Their last little bits and pieces going on the plate, but what needs to happen because of the show is that each plate gets photographed first.
Oh, okay.
And then they will bring the plates up to us. There's a little bit of a shimmy and a shake happening over there. So some of the plates have already gone to be photographed, and that's what's happening behind the scenes right now. And then they'll be brought up one by one.
Beautiful.
Has there been any of the recipes that you saw going out here that you were worried about? I can't hear you.
No, not really. I mean, I think I always worry about when people start panicking a lot. You know, if there's a lot of panic in the kitchen,
the clanging and the things and that kind of thing.
But no, I think everybody's relatively done. I think it's just about getting the plate together now, keeping it nice and hot. So yeah.
And I suppose the last thing you need to do is to freeze.
Yeah.
And you need to come up with a plan B, a plan C, and a plan D as well. I'm sure
Yeah.
you've got stories for days about that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, improvising. I mean, you know, a good chef is only as good as you improvise. You know?
And I suppose that also means in a lot of our kitchens that we've grown up in, you don't always have the best fancy things. So, I mean, we grew up with mothers who look in the fridge and like, okay, what is no dark? Shall we make a lang saucy so that we can feed everybody and hopefully there's still leftovers?
Exactly.
Tomorrow
Guys,
as well.
Folks,
so
the time is up. We really need to start tasting the food now. Otherwise, we're going to disqualify you.
And we don't
all these
want
prizes
that.
will go home with Marcel.
Yes, and I will definitely find a home for them. But thank you as well, David, while we're waiting.
Here we go. And here we go. Right. Have the photographs been taken?
Okay, no, the photographs have not been taken because you didn't follow my instructions, David. But anyway,
you can take one for a photograph.
Okay, let's take one for a photograph, and then we'll just hand that over there to your right.
There we go. That plate's hot.
The plate should be. You see, he's just used to people saying yes, chef.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No. You must listen.
Okay, Debbie, Debbie, are you happy?
Can I take this away? There we go. Hold on. Let's just get some structure here. Let's make sure everybody can see what's going on. Can you see the plate? There we go. Perfect.
Right. Are you happy, Debbie?
I had a power failure.
A what?
My device failed to work.
Oh.
So we had to improvise a little bit.
Okay.
But we've put something on the plate.
Okay.
So we've got the surf and turf, which is a pescatarian surf and turf. You've got the mushroom, the hake, and the onion ring. And then you have pasta with tomato and hake. And then the last thing is the aubergine with the chickpea and a little bit of chili.
Beautiful.
And
So
that's on
let's
the orange le creuset plate.
Orange.
Great.
Beautiful. I've got my own now.
Have you got your own one? Okay.
Buon appetito.
Beautiful.
Thanks. You can stay right there, and I'll give a little bit of feedback. Debs, eh?
Yeah.
This is where you need your son for support.
I know.
Fish is beautifully cooked.
I always love the Italian influence on aubergines.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Fish is beautifully
those
cooked.
mushrooms have. I'm very grateful to my sous chef. I can tell you that.
Oh man. Right.
A lovely combination.
What do you think about
Would have
fish?
liked a little bit more, maybe a bit of squeeze of lemon juice. You know, mushroom loves a bit of lemon juice. Just right there, and just a little squeeze of lemon juice.
Yeah.
But
I think
beautiful.
that's sitting on my table is my lemon.
That's where the pressure comes in.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were saying something about the pasta, the quality of the pasta, as an Italian.
As an Italian snob, when I tried Fatties and Moni's last week, the linguine, I was a bit skeptical, but I was actually amazed. It actually holds its texture, and it actually is really, really good. I think the Fatties and Moni's Bellissimo range, I would recommend it to other Italians. It really is good.
Yeah? There you
really
go.
is
Well done.
good.
Fatties and Monies, I hope you're listening.
Fatties and Monies, yes.
There's a brand ambassador right here from Italy.
Absolutely.
Right, Debbie?
Right.
Debbie, lovely flavors.
Beautiful.
The hay comes through beautifully in the pasta. The aubergine with a chickpea.
The aubergine is very, very tasty.
Look, I think the only criticism I had here was the mushroom with a squeeze of lemon. I mean, essentially that's all I can really say. Debs, well done.
Thank you,
To you
Chef.
and to Claire.
Thank you, Chef.
Good job, good job.
Do we give them their plates back, or?
Debs, you can take your plate with you. Right, who's next?
Catherine?
Yeah, go on.
Let's go.
Let's go, Kath.
The winner of show 1 is Catherine, better known as Sublime.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Awesome.
Right, tell us what we got.
Right. So we have the macaroni, the ridged macaroni, with a piece of hake, and then a puttanesca sauce that has tomatoes, onions, garlic, a little bit of anchovies, a little bit of olives, some, what else did we put in there? Aubergine and a little bit of pumpkin.
Lovely.
And then we made a roll, garlic roll, and then we just toasted it in a bit of butter with some garlic and some herbs.
So is the roll the crumble?
The crumble,
on the top?
yeah.
Oh. Because I'm like, where's the roll for the thing?
No, we grated the roll and made it into a crumble.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
The crumb on the top.
Yes.
Lovely texture. And the flavor that you managed to get through on that is really impressive.
Awesome.
But the texture is important. And it's a big thing with Italian cooking. They love using breadcrumb on a lot of their pastas and their dishes that they bake. So, I love the fact that it went onto the fish as a bit of a crust. And hake again.
Yeah.
You know, everybody turns their nose up at hake. Look at what we've got. 4 different dishes here.
Exactly.
Using hake, you know.
100%.
So,
and in different ways. What I love about hake is that it's also a good vessel for flavors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't find it a strong fish, so it doesn't overpower anything. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Cool.
Right. So there we have it. I think the
olives. Must I spoil the fun and ask where you got your olives?
Well, you know, it's about what you know.
No, it's about who you know.
Not what you know.
I'll tell David a little bit.
No, that's why we're not eating. And that's why we're not drinking martinis tonight. We use the olives in the fish. Unacceptable. I mean, come on,
We
Kath.
used the olives in the fish. We
That's
did ask
exactly-
George first. He was our first port of call.
This crumb I could eat just like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things since I discovered it. It's like
Beautiful.
it just changes it a
Very
bit.
nice.
Yeah.
You've got to be very careful though with the amount of crumb that you put on there that it doesn't
Yes.
hide the flavor of the fish.
100%.
The hake is delicate. It's delicate in texture, but it's also delicate in flavor. So don't put too much of the crumb on. But delicious. Very, very
Beautiful.
good.
Thank
Congrats.
you so much.
Thank
And your
you.
blue Le Creuset plates.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Right?
Right.
Eastern Cape's finest.
Yeah. Who? Mom, Ipashi. Ipash, sorry.
He'll,
Your daughter is coming.
he'll get there eventually. Winner of show number 2. She blew your socks off in the show, right? When you
Beautiful.
judge that. Oh,
Yeah,
but
we
look at the
definitely did.
different textures.
Loving it, loving it. So tell us quickly what we got here.
Okay, so firstly, the bread is the tar bread. It has a bit of chewiness, but also some crisp in there. But there's a lot of really nice flavor coming through from the za'atar and a bit of garlic. And then I use the Fatties and Monies Bellissimo range to make this creamy mushroom pasta. So it's just mushroom, garlic, black pepper, and cream, of course. And then over the top, I just sprinkled the little butternut that I did in the oven. And then the fish is coated in our, in my garam masala that I made today. So I just coated that with the, so that's just for the fish. And yeah, that's it today.
Beautiful, beautiful flavors. You know, the pasta. You know, pasta needs a bit of sauce. You know, I think that's the important thing. And I think that, like, it fills the mouth as you pop it into your mouth. You can really get the flavors. I really enjoyed that. I'm loving the za'atar.
The fist bump for the garam masala.
Hey!
Listen. That is
Yeah. And you know what we've done here as well with the fish? Fish is not falling apart. It's beautifully cooked, nice and firm. And it's difficult with hake. Hake is not an easy fish to cook. So, yeah, well
But
done.
I think it was also a very good piece of hake from Food Lovers Eatery. So
You see now.
I was like, hello.
You see now?
Food Lovers Eatery is your ambassador. We've got one for Fatties and Monies. And shout out to Nail, who is in charge of the mushrooms.
Oh my God, Nell. Amazing. kept me calm. I was like, perfect sous chef, perfect.
Cool, well done.
Thank you.
To both of you.
I'm going to keep the bread over here.
You've made your mom very, very proud.
Yes. Yay! Hey, to everybody watching it at school. Beautiful.
Yeah. And
Beautiful.
last, but certainly not least, we have the Shahs. My friend.
How's it? Did you just say how's it?
I did say how's it.
After 7 years in South Africa, right?
Right. Looks amazing. It's
Thank
amazing
you.
what the color of a plate does.
Yeah,
as
so you
well.
gave me I swapped the red for the yellow, and
Exactly. And the yellow makes things pop as well. You know?
Yeah.
So it's always interesting. Like when we're planning dishes, like it's always interesting to see sort of what plate to use with what you're putting on the plate. So
Because
it's
you
important.
eat with your eyes first, don't you?
100%.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Are you happy?
So there we go.
I'm happy. Yeah, no, I'm actually very happy. Okay, it's a bit rushed at the end.
You're speaking to us more tonight than you did during the show.
That was a stressful day. At 4 p.m. the power went out,
Yeah.
and I panicked to find a new kitchen. Luckily, I have some good neighbors who just renovated their kitchen. It's the first time they said their kitchen had never been used, so thanks to the Venters.
Oh wow! You popped their kitchen cherry, did you?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll start with my favorite bits. There's some Bacardi battered green beans and just some
Sorry, with the what battered?
Bacardi.
Now Bacardi has an ambassador.
Everybody's getting involved.
If they need one.
Have you done that before?
No, completely new. I chatted to George earlier as well, and asked him which Bacardi to use.
Okay, so what
And
did
what
you
else?
tell us about the
hake? The hake was cooked in a sort of it's a green curry inspired paste. It's not completely green curry, but there's the aromatics. There's coriander, onions, garlic, lemongrass. Sorry, there might be some bones in there. Just be careful, please. And just cook the sauce down a little bit, and then a little bit of coconut milk to temper it, and then poach the fish in there. There's a pickled mushroom, and then at the bottom is an homage to a very traditional Gujarati dish called oro. So we char the aubergines and then cook them, although we've kept it much more simpler, but some onions, some garlic, some fresh tomatoes, and my mother-in-law's masala.
Your mother-in-law's masala?
Yeah.
Aubergines, such a kick of flavor.
I know, and they give you that sweetness that works well with the green curry,
Just
I think.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really, really unbelievable. And you say you pickled the mushrooms, huh?
Yeah, so I pickled the mushrooms in a bit of fish sauce, a bit of soy sauce, a bit of rice vinegar, a little bit of chili, because you've got to have that through, and a little bit of garlic.
Yep. Excellent. Right.
And can you give us feedback on the quality of your sous chef tonight?
Well, my sous chef was, I guess, amazing, because she's been through the process. She does not like being a sous chef. She's very sweet.
But she took instructions tonight, didn't she?
She did, yeah. And she served a few shots of Bacardi as well, which made it nice.
Well, that always
There you go.
helps.
There you go. Excellent.
There's the dish,
So I also sprinkled some salt, which I made with my garam masala. So around
the
on
dish that you
dish.
said it's an
Oro. Yeah.
There's like a twist in the tail of the flavors of that.
Yeah. So because it's basically putting our Gujarati roots at the bottom of that dish.
It's just a
Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It gives
Well
you that,
done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab one of these.
Thanks very much.
Cool.
There you go.
Enjoy. Thank you.
And to
Take
the little one at home, Daddy did a great job.
Hi, Nala.
Nala, Daddy did a great job.
Right, everybody give yourselves a round of applause. That was amazing.
Okay. Right, I feel like this is the right time to do this. We're going to take a moment, and when we come back, George is going to make us a cocktail, because I think we all need it. So do stay with us.
Let's go to Mr. Tuesday. Okay.
Georgie. So guys, so Cocktail Hour obviously was incorporated into the show because it was such a massive part of our lockdown. It was such a massive part of my kitchen, what I remember of it.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's how all these people that are here today are sort of, we all connected.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Cocktail Hour was a massive part. So a massive thanks to Bacardi for getting involved.
Yeah.
And Georgie, you're an absolute legend, man. You know your cocktails, you know your craft, and you're incredibly skilled. And it's been incredible to share the stage with you. And essentially, this is our last cocktail for 2020. And some people are saying, thank fuck for that. Hey? Hey?
Well,
oh, they're not.
No.
So what are we going to make? Let's do one quick cocktail. Cool. We know who the winner is. Well, they don't know. I know who the winner is. Marcel knows who the winner is. Let's make one quick cocktail, and then we're going to come back and tell you who.
Well, I don't know who the winner is, so I'm excited to find out.
Yeah.
Congratulations to everyone coming, making it this far as well. I know what it's like to be on a competitive stage. It's not easy. This helps. I thought, well, firstly, again, thank you, Chef, for the compliments coming from you. That's huge.
No. All good.
And I thought we'll kick it off with the Cazador, the drink that kind of, Bacardi's behind, I'm behind. It set the tone for Cooking for a Cause in the first show that we did. I thought, well, what a way to end the show as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I feel like everything can you see everything? Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to swirl the glass while you're busy. I'm going to swirl the glass with a splash of absinthe. So we're not going to put absinthe into the drink. We swirl the glass and we remove the absinthe because otherwise we aren't going anywhere tonight.
Yes, it's just called a rinse. It's for aroma. It's not in the drink. I've experienced a lot of people getting scared of absinthe.
I'm so bad at this.
And we're free pouring the whole drink.
We're free pouring the whole drink.
Free pouring the whole drink. Okay, so it's a double shot of Bacardi, 50 or 60 mils, depends where you are in the world.
Okay.
Okay. Single shot of fresh lime. Did you shoot it?
I did. Absinthe.
Yes. Yeah. So rum, fresh lime, maple syrup. In essence, there you've got a bit of a daiquiri already.
Beautiful.
So just a little dribble of maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup, but proper maple syrup, not the flavored one.
Beautiful.
And then cassis. Just a little
splash. The one thing that I've learned about cassis is that cassis is incredibly strong, so it overpowers, so you've got to be very careful with it.
Yeah, very quickly as well.
Hey?
And that's it. You're going to shake that. You've already rinsed the glass for me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Georgie.
This is where everyone claps.
Oh, claps. Oh.
Yeah. And very quick bartending styles. It's a trick I've never shown anyone before because normally I have all the fancy tools in
so you're straining it without a strainer. George. The Cazador.
The Cazador, quick and easy.
The George Hunter Cazador. My friend, you're a legend.
And that's it.
And there you go. Beautiful flavors. We're going to post the recipe, so don't worry. The recipe. Do you call it drinks a recipe? Huh?
Yeah. Recipe.
Okay. Am I allowed to taste?
Please do. Yeah.
Right. Chaps. We're going to go to we're just going to put up a quick slide. We're going to get everybody together. So give us about 5 seconds. And we're going to be announcing the winner of the second season Cooking for a Cause, if I make it through this cocktail.
feel like one of those presenters on those talent shows like Idols or something, where they say, and we'll announce the winner right after this. And you just keep people hanging on, but we're not going to do that.
No, we're not.
No, we're not going to do that. We are ready to announce the winner of the finale of the second season of Cooking for the Cause, delivered to you by DHL and with the kind compliments of all of our wonderful partners who we've heard so much about over the last few days and weeks, and without whom none of this would be possible. David Hicks, would you like to tell us who the winner is of the second season of Cooking for a Cause?
Absolutely. So, folks, I think the format of the show for me has been incredibly special. To bring everybody into my home, to spend lockdown with a lot of these folks, and to get DHL to deliver the food to me. Just the way the show has been put together with the team behind the scenes has made it incredibly special. And sort of almost sort of new world, you know, this is really where it's going. And the fact that I can say fuck is great. You know what I mean? And there's no director shouting at me, and I can have a cocktail, I can have a little drink, you know.
Or three or four.
I can really be myself, though.
Yes.
Anyway, jokes.
And you can dress yourself.
And I can dress myself, exactly. There's no wardrobe, and there's nobody putting powder on my face all the time. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that I'm not great being told what to do. I'm not great under being directed and that kind of thing, and this is why this is so great for me. I can just do whatever I want. So I know that's funny to a lot of you. Thank you for that.
Joe Buerta.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get down to the important thing. Again, tonight was a highlight of cooking from your heart. You can see exactly where the food comes from. You know, whether it's your Italian background, whether it's a South African background, whether it's your Indian roots, whatever it is, you know, it comes through in the plates. And that's really, really quite special because it highlights our diversity.
It really does.
And that's what excites me about this.
And with an underlying South African twist.
Absolutely. And what we use is hake. Hake is almost a staple in this country.
Absolutely.
It's affordable. It's quite tricky to cook. It's not easy, but it's a beautiful product to work with. And then we added other few items to that. The bottom line is we had 4 incredible dishes, very, very difficult to separate as per usual. And I know always, like people say that, you know, to create effect and whatever it is that they're trying to create. But that is a fact. You guys saw the plates and the plates were all good. But there can only be one winner. And the winner tonight was a balanced dish. There were some incredible flavors tonight, big flavors, and they were bold, and that's what you want in a competition. You want things to stand out. You want to go back for that, you know. As was Deb's dish right at the end of the season 4. It was a dish that I kept going back for because it was delicious. My mouth's actually watering again. But there can only be one winner.
And
that winner for the second season of Cooking for a Cause, which is incredibly, incredibly special to me and to everybody that is here. So thank you very much. Koliwe! Come here.
Come up. Oh my God. You really didn't expect that.
So I have to say, and again, you know, like we had massive flavors tonight. You know, whether it was the puttanescath, the shars, incredible flavors.
Oh, those flavors are amazing.
The pastas that we got from Deb's again. But when it comes to a dish, you want something that follows through. You want to be able to taste the fish. You want to be able to put the dish together as one. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Really, really incredible. Huh?
Thank you.
You're so
I'm so excited. I don't know, like for me, just doing something like this was just going outside of my comfort zone. So for me, having come here, I was just like already a winner. I was telling Neil, I was like, I'm so proud. I was telling her, I'm proud of this dish. Whatever happens, it means whoever cooked better than me. But I was absolutely proud of everything I put on the plate. So for me, to win is just like such a moment for me. I'm so happy, and I'm actually proud of myself. Like, it's,
You should be. Well done, Neo.
Well done, come now. For me, the fish was beautiful with the garam masala, the fish just like... Quickly before we say goodbye, say something to Mama at home and everybody who's together watching in the Eastern Cape.
Everyone, Pies Days, like I won, I did it for you. In fact, the fact that I know that you guys are watching together made me get this one. Thank you so much for the love. It's been incredible. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your heart. It's so important. And that's where we leave it. Ons is allemaal weer in trouwen.
Ja.
This is
You see,
ridiculous. This
you
is
see.
South Africa, isn't it?
Guys,
So,
yeah.
that's the end of the show. I mean, heart and soul is what people have poured into their plates every week of the show. Tonight, everybody has poured their heart and souls into it. They've made plan Bs, plan Cs. They've gotten stuck into the bosh and dal. It's been fantastic. And to all of our viewers and our supporters on social media, on YouTube, thank you so much for watching and for getting invested in it. Cooking for a Cause is just that. It's a great cause. You've been able to do your bit to help those behind the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund. And please don't stop now. Keep track of what they're doing and continue to help where you can. So that's the end of the show. David Hicks,
Exactly
take
that.
us out.
All I want to say is Merry Christmas.
We made
Whatever it is you celebrate.
You made it to 2020. December's around the corner.
2021, please.
So thanks to the team here who brought the show and all of our partners, Bosh and Dal, Food Lovers Eatery, DHL,
Fatties and Monies.
Fatties and Monies. The list
Le
goes
Creuset.
on. Goodbye and thank you for watching.
Thanks, everybody. So why should you get involved with Cooking for a Cause? Well, it's exactly that. It's for a great cause. Obviously for the Eat Out Restaurant Relief Fund. You can see all the details on their website. But it really is about it's about making new friends. It's about a little cooking community, and it's a way to share your skills and your ideas with others. So if you're a food blogger, if you're a foodie, if you just enjoy cooking. And you want to test your skills against others and have a bit of fun more than anything. Yes, obviously there's little prizes and stuff involved, but that's not really what this is about. This is about a feel-good. This is about reminding us what food does for us as people, bringing us together, making us laugh, and having a bit of fun in the kitchen. That's really what Cooking for a Cause is about.